Okay, let's start seated at the top of the mat. Welcome to Yoga for Ravers. This is some recovery after you've been dancing all night. So just start sweeping your lymph back towards your hips, getting some blood flow, circulation back up to the body. And then you can sit with your legs out. You can come into butterfly or sit in easy pose. So try to draw your spine up nice and tall as you breathe in. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. Bring your chin to your chest. Keep the heart lifted. Right ear to right shoulder, rocking the neck. Breathe here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale your chin back to your chest. Left ear to left shoulder, breathing in. Breathing out, one more breath. Inhale, chin to chest. And you can just rock one ear to one shoulder. Chin back to chest, one ear to the other shoulder. Feel free to change this up any way you want. Feel free to pause and maybe rock the head when you find somewhere stiff, like a massage. Continue breathing well. And chin back to chest. Inhale, lift your gaze. And lift your arms up to the ceiling, widen up. Now go ahead and bring your left hand to the top of your head and bring your right arm behind your back. Now you're going to look towards the left and stretch the right side of your neck. I call this the kind of like the Michael Jackson pose. Because you're like tilting your hat, if that makes sense. And bring your chin back to your chest. Bring your left hand behind your back. Sorry. Bring your right hand to the left side of your head and stretch towards the right arm. This is for the headbangers. And for bouncing on the dance floor, bouncing is really good for your lymph also. Releasing the hands, shake it out, straighten your legs. We're going to hinge at the hips, lead forward with your heart. So not like with your chin trying to reach or with your arms necessarily, but lead forward with your heart and try to flatten your upper body over your lower body and just release through that posterior chain. Maybe grab your feet, or you can keep the hands on the sides. Inhale, come up about halfway and feel your spine straighten out. And then exhale, hinge, fold back down. If you can reach your toes, maybe give them a squeeze. Tell them you appreciate them for helping you dance and move and do all the crazy shit you do. Thank you, feet, for putting up with me all the time. Alright, inhale, come back up, straighten your back. Exhale, cross your ankles and bring your hands out in front. Let's go to all fours, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, cat-cows. So cow pose, inhale, hand with the belly, look up. Exhale, cat pose. See if you can initiate the movement at the tailbone so your head moves last. And yeah, coughing and sneezing is really natural to do through these poses. Especially focusing on the exhale can help you with some antiviral stuff. Very important these days. Inhale and exhale. One more round. And coming back to neutral with the right hand beneath your sternum, beneath your heart. Left arm's going to come up. You're going to stretch to the ceiling, breathing in, stretch through the chest. Exhale, slide it under, stretch your shoulder. Let that left temple meet the earth. Maybe sliding, melting into it. The breath begins with an inhale, ends with an exhale. So take one more breath. And with your next inhale, go ahead and return that left arm to the Exhale back down. Left hand to the sternum, beneath the heart, right arm up, stretching here. Exhale. So the breathing here is inhaling and exhaling through the nose as much as you possibly can. Ujjayi pranayama. So sounds are healing. Any sighs of relief or vibration of the breath is good. When you're ready, lifting back up. And back down, exhale. Okay, so let's go ahead and have our wrists facing the top of the mat. So if this is too much for you, you can just have your hands out like a seal. But if you can go all the way externally rotate, wrist face forward, and we're going to hinge forward and back, stretch out your wrists. This is for if you like to dance with your hands. Glovers, flow artists, things like that. You can even do a cat-cow here if you're brave. Back to center, walk the hands back. Take the hands off the mat, shake it out a little bit. Palms up, back of the hands to the mat, fingers face your knees. This is also good to stretch your wrists, like in a semicircle sort of motion. If you're a person who spends a lot of time on their phone, give your wrists this stretch pretty regularly. Take the hands off the mat, shake it out. Alright, let's go ahead and come into downward facing dog. So spread your fingers like starfish hands. Send your hips up. Stretch through the back. Your knees can be slightly bent. Send your tailbone higher to the ceiling, so just get a lot of space through each vertebrae of the spine. Maybe move your head around a little. Some people pedal through the feet. Some days that feels good. Some days you're just trying to hold your balance, but keep breathing. Let the breath flow as freely as possible here. Take a deep breath in as you send your hips higher to the ceiling. Exhale that breath as you spread your fingers and toes. Ground yourself here. When you're ready, lower the knees, release the toes. Send your hips back to child's pose. You can bring your palms together behind your head to stretch through those upper arms. And releasing the hands to the floor. Let's come back up to downward facing dog. Or you can go into your low lunge from here by just bringing that right foot forward between the hands. You can always go to downward facing dog in between, or you can just come from all fours. So let's come onto that low lunge. If your back knee is talking to you, you can support it with your mat, rolling it up like that. If you want, you can lift your arms or keep your hands interlaced on that thigh. Maybe open the heart here. Breath in. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Maybe interlace your fingers. Now we can just lift the heart here, keep the chin to the chest, or we can straighten the arms, hinge back, straighten that front leg. So be careful with this one. And then inhale, lift the heart. Lower the arms back. Exhale, go ahead and bring your hands back to that upper thigh. Straighten that front knee into saddle. So micro bend in the knee, don't ever lock your knee out. We're going to stretch through the muscle, not the joint. And you're just going to let your head relax here. As you inhale, though, look towards your shin, then your ankle, and let your heart lift slightly to align itself right over your knee. Then as you exhale, pull that right hip back and hinge and fold. You can take the big toe from 12 o'clock facing soleus muscle. Stretch the soleus muscle. Inhale, halfway lift, realign. Exhale, hinge. Pull that right hip back. The soleus muscle is the heartbeat of the leg. It's a second heartbeat. So we need to nourish it, stretch it. That's why I get Charlie horses if I'm dehydrated. It is right in this muscle. I'm like, fuck. I wake up like screaming in pain. That doesn't happen often. It used to happen a lot when I was little. Big toe back facing to the top. Bend the knee in. And heel toe. Swing it around. You can go through a down dog if you want. Or you can bring that foot forward like we did on the other side. From hands and knees. Left foot forward. So take your pick. Find your low lunge. And go ahead and interlace the fingers on that upper thigh. Ribcage away from the thigh just to add some of that push and pull. When you're ready, if you want to, you can lift your arms up with an inhale. Exhale, maybe open the heart, maybe just keep the arms up. Release your hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Being careful, still micro bend in that front knee. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, hinge. Straighten that front leg, maybe. Inhale, lift it back up, open to the chest. Exhale, release your hands back down, one on either side of the leg. And straighten that front leg. Into saddle. A good etiquette rule is to have your foot in the center of the mat so that there's equal space on either side. It just helps you keep balance in that way. A little bit of awareness. Looking at your big toe, take it from 12 across the center line to the right to about 1 o'clock. Inhale, realign yourself over that leg. Exhale, hinge and fold. When I was little, I hated drinking water. What was wrong with me? I probably fucked myself up. But I love water now. Especially that alkalized water, baby. I need to get more. I need to get my own damn machine already. Alright, big toe forearms back to the top. Bend that knee and heel toe, swing it around, down. Back to child's pose. Just feel the effects here. If you're really lucky, you'll have a friend who can give you a push in child's pose. Yeah. One hand to your tailbone and the other hand upper back and just separate. And then if you really love your friend, you can help them relax the shoulders, arms.
I want to try it.
Okay, yeah.
One hand here.
You could go probably further back. So like,
Right here.
yeah.
And then push down. So it's like stretch down.
Yeah, well you should stop there. You shouldn't go all the way up with this hand.
Okay. Yeah.
Because once you start pressing here, you're pressing into the chest.
Okay. So
But just
right
go to
here.
like the middle of the back. Yeah. So that would be good, yeah.
Okay.
And then you just do that separate. Yes, good job, Erica.
Thank you.
Alright, so now we've been in child's pose. We're going to come up and we're going to end up laying on our backs for some relaxation. So you're rocking on your back. You're feeling the effects of all the dancing and shuffling and gloving and walking and, you know, all the other shit you were doing. If you want, you can just rock here. It's a good detox to combine deep breathing with this rocking side to side. Massage across the kidneys. Detoxing the belly organs. You can do happy baby if you want to. That can feel nice. You can just start. If you're not too flexible, you can start here. Kind of like you're in a butterfly, but you're holding onto your feet. Eventually You can make right angles like this. And you can rock or even just hold it. Feeling the knees come towards the elbows. If that's too much for you, feel free to stay here. You can also just bring your, if you're not really feeling this, you can bring your feet to the floor, cosmic grounding. So feet planted into the ground and palms up towards the ceiling. Absorbing the cosmos with your hands and being connected to the earth, to your physical body, to all the abundance with your feet. So if your knees are still to your chest, or if you're in happy baby, we're now going to give the right knee a squeeze, bring the left foot to the floor. You can straighten that left foot all the way out for a little bit of a deeper stretch. And you can do circles with the ankle, with that right ankle. Let's do a little experiment of that left leg. So we have the right knee to the chest, the leg that's long. Pretend that you're standing on the floor as though like the floor is the space, like here. So like point out with your big toe spread through your foot. So kind of an active left leg as though you're standing on it, but like your foot's not on the floor. It's just like active. Okay. Use your imagination. And then eventually don't yank it up there, but you can guide that right knee up and out to the right so you get more of a hip stretch. Maybe some circles here. Maybe you can just do it with one hand. I popped. Maybe you could do a twist. Pops can be good. As long as they're not painful, pops can be good. This is the hip that popped when I was in Joshua Tree. I was dancing and I did the splits and I haven't been the same since. Okay. Once you're done with that, you can take a twist. So the right knee is in. You're going to cross over opposite side. So the left. Yeah, I'll move too.
You don't need to. There you go.
So really try to keep, since the right leg's going to the left, keep this right shoulder on the ground, open through your chest, maybe even look over to the right. Now breathe in and out through your nose with great presence and attention, because twisting can cause one to hold the breath. Lots going on. So give yourself permission to melt here as long as you'd like. Now when you're ready, you're going to bring that right knee back to center. Give it another little squeeze. Maybe kiss it. And release back down. Aw, cute. Left knee into chest, right leg long. And again, pretending like you're standing on the floor, an invisible wall at the end of your right foot, spreading through the ball of the foot, spreading through the toes, and bringing circles with the ankle, with the left ankle, the one that you have into your chest. Point and flex the foot. We didn't really do that on the other side, but forgot to say you can point and flex the foot and guide that left knee up and out towards the left armpit. Breathe here for another breath or 3. We're all popping tonight.
This is my hyper flexible side. Because I barely
Damn, you straighten your leg, girl. I didn't tell you to do all that, babe. Alright, do circles if you're going to do your little hip circles with the knee. This is where I pop. My hips are like, yeah. Hallelujah.
Yeah, it feels like great.
Okay, back to chest. Take a twist. Left knee across to the right this time. My arms are so fucking sore.
Same.
I'm a whale. You twist because you want to wring all those toxins out of you. So twisting is good. Melt here as long as you'd like. Remember to keep that shoulder down.
Or start the video.
Inhale back. Give it a little squeeze, a little kiss. And back down. And do arms above the head, knees bent. Again, pretend you're doing like a cosmic grounding here. This time your backs of your hands are connected to the floor, your arms are above your head. Relax the shoulders down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, you're gonna bring your hands down by your sides. Cool. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift your hips up into a bridge pose. Rotate your thighs towards each other slightly so that you can support your low back. Any variation here or just hang out. Lower down, upper vertebrae to lower vertebrae down to hips. Take a deep breath, feel your hips grounded against the earth, welcoming you back with those negatively charged ions, helping you discharge from all the bullshit. Recharge with all the good shit. Bring your arms up above your head, and now you're going to widen your feet about the width of your mat, and you're going to send both knees to the right. You can look to the left, you can lower the shoulders if that feels good. So gentle twist, wringing out those toxins. Twists and water are very good after a rave. Bring it back to center with an inhale and over to the other side with an exhale. You can look to the right or look up, whatever. Alright, inhale back to center. And exhale, bring your arms above your head, bend knees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands down by your sides. Hover them just above the earth. Take a deep breath in and release them down by your sides. Give yourself one more back bend. You can do a bridge, you can do upward facing bow or wheel, but don't overdo it. So we haven't done too much abs today, so don't do too crazy of a back bend. Five breaths, count them on your own, lower down when you're ready. Alright, ease the chest. Roll over onto your side, fetal position. And then press into the ground, one arm at a time. Come up to seated. So we're going to go to the wall and do an inversion, but it's not the one you're thinking of. We're just going to do Viparita Karani because this is a great way to detox, refresh the lymph in your body, helps with circulation. That's the biggest thing. So you want to line yourself up. See how far away I am from the wall? Like you want to be hip touching the wall. Hip touching the wall is absolutely crucial. That way, you can just roll up, and you want your tailbone to touch the wall because you want to be like a perfect L shape. And maybe you can already start to feel the effects, wiggle the toes. Again, shout out to our feet. Feet are extremely important, special things. You have nerves that connect to every organ in your body in your feet.
Like I'm doing Yessie.
Everyone's pulling a Yessie today.
Especially this side. Look at this side. Oh my god.
Especially because you're running a marathon, dude. Like, you need need to spread your toes.
My toes look like fucking flippers.
So now try to get them like this.
This is enough.
Okay, if you're still watching this video, you can bring your soles of your feet together.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. So it doesn't matter how close your feet are to your body. You can be way up here and still get a good stretch. So with gravity over time, just let it open you up like a flower. One cool thing I like to do is bring the hands to the hips and then like gently press the hips into the wall. Not really the thighs, but the hips. And you get maybe a nice release through the low back there. This is one of the first poses I recommend to anyone. Well, have you tried laying on your back with the legs up the wall? And then butterfly? Seriously, so good for you. So we're going to help the lymph that's now gathered in our inguinal lymph nodes a little bit. We're going to straighten the legs, and you don't have to do this part. You can lay in this inversion for up to like 10-15 minutes. So if that's all you want to do, feel free. I'm going to show you guys bridge on the wall. So be very careful with your neck on this one. You don't have to do it again. And don't look around once you're in it, so look up now because you don't want to hurt your neck. So you're going to lift the hips, and you're like in a shoulder stand. So you're walking your elbows together, maybe walking the feet up the wall. And this is a full inversion. You might even go all the way to shoulder stand, but you don't have to. Yeah, good job, Erica. Stay up as long as you want. Roll down. We're ready. And the roll down here feels so nice. Just feel each chakra make contact with the earth. And then you're vibing. Let's just go into Shavasana from here. If you want to do extra stuff like plow or upside down meditation or headstand, do your thing. So Shavasana is where we express gratitude for our bodies, for bringing us here, bringing us together, to our breath that flows through us all, to our bodies, to our souls. Feel the effects of your practice. When you're ready, bring your knees into your chest, roll over onto your side, come on up. You can take a longer Shavasana if you want to. 30 minutes, 28 minutes.
Nice.
We're going to end class with a long Om. If you want to be weirdos, you can Om with us. Bring the arms wide up. On the next breath in, then Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all beings be happy, may all beings be fed, may all beings find shelter, may all beings experience peace. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.
Namaste.
My heart is happy.
Mine is too. That was good. That was really good.
Drop an 888 if you watch this whole thing.